Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Dekash Guna. I'm not really happy about the result of the match that we just watched. Arsenal versus Liverpool. The game ended nil-nil. Nobody could actually score. So that means that Arsenal are now 6 points ahead of Manchester City and Aston Villa, who are second and third on the league table. The game itself, it was tactical. Now, I don't know if I'll say Arteta got it wrong because he kind of played the reverse system of what we usually play. Usually, Arsenal play the first half. We're usually a bit slower, we're a bit calm. We tend to use the first half to get to study the game, study the strengths and the weaknesses of the opponent. Then the second half, we tend to capitalize on that knowledge and we tend to like put them to the sword. But this time it was the reverse because I noticed that Arsenal came out all guns blazing in the first half. We had literally almost all the possession. I'm guessing in the first 35 minutes, we were probably about 70% possession of the game, which is actually high considering we actually played against the defending champions, Liverpool. And yes, we couldn't convert. I was expecting that the second half we were going to come out like how Arsenal usually do and just come and learn from the first half and put Liverpool to the sword. But unfortunately, in the second half, we just disappeared. In the second half, we were not even on the pitch. We literally were not present. It was like, I don't know. It's like the players decided to stop playing. I was expecting, another reverse thing, maybe in the first, say, 10, 15, 20 minutes of the second half, we're going to chill. But about 70, 75 minutes, I thought I was going to put on the smoke. But we did not. Liverpool actually had a lot of chances in the second half. They were actually more threatening. They were more dangerous. At some point, I was like, oh my God. At some point, I was actually praying for a draw. At some point in the second half, say around the 80th minute, the first 82nd minute of the second half, I was actually praying for a draw, because I couldn't really understand what was going on in the pitch. That was not the Arsenal, and I know that was not the usual system of play. It's like all the energy just got snuffed out of them. I think the whole champions, the fact that we're playing with Liverpool. Liverpool is a big name because I know they've been rubbish this season. Well, they've been really bad. But we were respecting that name, Liverpool. I know Arteta has a thing for Liverpool, especially when he's playing in Anfield. So he was worried that anything could happen. Arteta was a bit too cautious in the second half, and we could not capitalize on the fact that Man City and Aston Villa dropped points. I took some notes of some players that I felt that they were not up to standard. They were not themselves. One is Saliba. Now, we all know Saliba is one of the best defenders in the Premier League. Saliba has actually been a Rolls Royce for Arsenal. But today, in the first half, Saliba was shaky. I could tell his passes were not connecting. It was like he was nervous. There was a couple missed passes. Even the goal he almost caused in the first half, whereby he rushed and he kicked the ball to Ryan. Ryan was expecting him to lift the ball, and there was a bit of confusion over there, which almost resulted in Liverpool's first goal. The shot hit the bar, and thank God, that didn't go in. But aside from that, though, he kind of like got himself back together. He picked up in the second half. He was strong. He helped that the defense was actually back to the usual self. Trossard is also another person I'd like to talk about. Now, we all know Trossard. Trossard is a magic man. Trossard is the guy that literally can pull out a goal out of a hat. He can literally do anything, especially when it's in that box. I think Trossard was putting too much effort. Trossard was trying too hard. He was trying to make that goal that we expected from him, and he kind of like stressed himself out. He was being a little bit too aggressive. Got a yellow card. I knew that he was going to be substituted in the second half. Martinelli came in, which we saw a bit of a difference, and that was when Arsenal started picking up again. Another person there is Gyökeres. You know what, Gyökeres? I don't know what to say about Gyökeres. Gyökeres, I think he is good, but there's just something that is not just right with him. His runs are really poor. He drags his feet. He hides, so he doesn't create enough space for the other attackers to actually see him or the midfielders to give him a true pass. Yes, a lot of people tend to say he creates space, he takes the defenders away. Yes, I know that, but realistically, though, he's the number 9. Do that, but sometimes create spaces for yourself. There have been times whereby Bukayo Saka will be running with the ball, or Martin Odegaard will be with the ball. Gyökeres will be hiding. He would literally be in between two defenders. He doesn't even try to find a way to make himself free. Don't get me wrong, Gyökeres, I know he's got the potential. I know that person, that fire, that killer is still inside there. They just need to speak to him. Somebody needs to tell him what they have identified. He should be more confident with himself. He cannot play the Arsenal style, so that is for sure. Then he should start playing his style. I think he's overdoing it. He's tiring himself out by running back, charging. Literally, he's like a puppet on the pitch. Declan Rice will tell him, run here. Martin Odegaard will tell him. So he's literally not even himself. I believe he should just sometimes just pause and breathe and just take control of the occasion and just be Gyökeres. We bought you for that reason. I think it's just a bit of a confidence thing. We should stop letting the whole pressure of not scoring goals. Anyway, that is on Gyökeres. Another person I want to talk about is Miles Lewis-Kelly. Oh my God. I don't know what has gone wrong with Miles Lewis-Kelly. I don't know what is happening to him, but today he was bad. Now, I don't use that word like that. It's not even poor. He was really, really, really bad. He was beaten all the time. He wasn't tracking back. If they beat him, he was slow, he was sluggish. It was like he was not on the pitch. Now, if you ask me, I don't think a player that was that good can just drop all of a sudden just like that. I think what Miles is doing is trying to get the coach to stop playing him on left back and start playing him on defensive midfielder, which is his original position. I think somebody should speak to him. You don't do those experiments in the title winning season. This is our season. Anyway, guys, that is all I have to say about today's game. The good thing is we're still ahead. We still maintain that 6-point gap, which is a big lead considering I've got like 17 games to go. So guys, please, if you are new or if you just see me, please like and share. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, and obviously if you're on TikTok, please follow me. I will follow back. Okay, it's a new account on TikTok. So guys, thank you again. Keep on being yourself, and come on, you Gunners.